My name is Jay, also known as Jayaddsvalue. What I do is construction, and now I'm getting into real estate. So I'm introducing myself to a side of the business that I've been familiar with over the years as an investor, and also working alongside my wife, who's a state broker. And now I'm providing a service that I believe the industry needs, bringing construction, real estate, knowledge, experience, investor, all the things to the table at once. So hopefully I could, do something different. I got the name Jay Adds Value from my wife, India Headley, and one day after I passed the real estate exam, we started talking about what I was going to bring to the industry. And, she said to me, you know what, you've been adding value for a long time. So how does Jay Adds Value sound? I said, that sounds really good because it motivates me. Like I want to live up to that name. So Jay Adds Value is something that I take personal and I want to live up to it. So I'm going to continue to push that narrative and add value because for a long time now I've been helping with listing preps. I've been helping with buying and selling, renovating. I've just been helping new homeowners and people that sell their houses achieve their goals for a while now. And I've been doing that behind the scenes. And now I just want to bring it to the forefront and really, really pass on the blessings that I have when it comes to construction and my resources. The way I see real estate is from the perspective of spending money, retaining money, value, whether or not you're emotionally connected to a property. It let me see the industry from all aspects, not just from the side of selling it and making a transaction. So while I was flipping, I got to see the disparity between a loss, a profit. When I was buying and selling houses, I had the ability to get connected to houses that I put a lot into. So for me, it's changed the traditional approach to a client where I'm disconnected from their desire or their goals because I know what it feels like to actually achieve a goal when it's something like buying a house, or I know what it feels like to live in a desired neighborhood. When you actually get there, you could appreciate the amenities that the neighborhood provides. So having those experiences before even getting into real estate is something that shaped me and allows me to walk into it with a different perspective than most people. My background in remodeling allows my clients to know that I can look to the bones of the house all the way to the top of the roof and let you know if you have a quality house or if you have a house that needs attention. And on the renovation side, I also know what ATV is, the aftermarket value is something that's important to everybody, So when you start to invest in things like a bathroom, a kitchen, you want a contractor that understands, don't make certain decisions that's gonna cause me to lose profit or to lose my equity in the house. So I definitely approach it with the mindset that I'm gonna give them my experience, I'm gonna give them the edge that I have and pass it on to my client so that they can take advantage of what I've been doing over the years when it comes to remodeling and renovation. And they would have most likely they would have a better chance at purchasing that home, a better chance at selling that home for top dollar. They'll have a better chance at being successful at whatever their transaction is in real estate. When you become a homeowner, it's very difficult to go on Facebook Market, to go on Google, or to ask your next door neighbor, or hope somebody in your family can find you a plumber, or they can find you an electrician. But when you're dealing with a realtor that has resources, especially somebody who's already been in the business of, taking care of homes and renovations and stuff like that, these things are at my hand. So if I can bring that to a new home buyer, if I can bring that to somebody who's trying to sell their home and they want to get a contractor in there and get everything spruced up so that they can get top dollar, I can assist in that. And not from just passing on a phone number, but I can assist from what it's supposed to look like, what it needs to look like, what it used to look like. I can get down into the details of those situations and really assist to make sure that they're successful. Because the worst thing can happen is that you're trying to do something with your house so that you can achieve a goal, whether buying or selling, and you get involved with contractors or anybody that's going to assist you and it doesn't go well. So you want to have somebody that has experience. I believe what makes me different from other realtors is my passion for real estate within itself. I believe real estate is an avenue to generational wealth. I believe real estate is an avenue to peace. I believe it's an avenue to tranquility. So whether you're buying a house because you want to flip it and make a profit, or you're buying a house because you don't want someone to tell you when can you paint your walls or what flowers you could put in front of where you live. So for me, my approach is a very personal one because I really enjoy real estate. So aside from contracting and the before and after aspect, the renovations, the bathrooms, the kitchens, I myself, for my children and my family, I believe in home ownership. I believe in the ability to turn on your heat when you want to. I believe in, even if you're a renter, I believe in living in a desired neighborhood that you want to live in until you can buy in that neighborhood. So I believe in real estate allowing you to live the life that you want to live. I believe in real estate bringing peace to you mentally because it's a big part of enjoying life. Living where you want to live and living how you want to live is a big part. And I take it personal when it comes to real estate. My goal when I help someone buy or sell a home is unique to the person. So I like to base my goal on their goal. So if I meet somebody that their goal is to live in a desired neighborhood, I'm gonna go as hard as I can to get them to that desired neighborhood. So that particular transaction might be a neighborhood, might be the goal, to get to the best neighborhood possible. Then I might find a client who just wants a house that they can renovate and it has to be really large with land. So that becomes my goal. So overall, my goal is to make the client satisfied, and whatever their interior goal is, I make that my goal and I approach it that way. So satisfaction is my number one goal in real estate when it comes to dealing with a client, satisfaction. With my experience, when it comes to a buyer and their desire for a particular home that I might feel is not a good fit for them or has a bunch of red flags that they should be very cautious of, my job is to bring it to the forefront with as much emphasis as I can, because ultimately at the end of the day, it's gonna be their decision. So my job is to make sure that they'll make a fully informed decision. So as much information as I can give to them, I give to them. And that's where the add value comes in, because your conventional agent is just gonna open the door for you. They might even sit on the porch and not even walk the house with you, because some of them have a theory that giving you space means everything. But I believe that if you do know anything about the condition of a home, you should take a look. You should have knowledge of it, even if it's before your clients get to the home, whether it's when they're there or when they leave. But you should be able to give a general analysis of what you think of what is on the surface of that house. I believe you should be able to do that as a real estate agent. A year from now, I see myself with a large organization that's focusing on adding value to the real estate experience. So if I can, open people up to the mentality of adding value and giving people more for their buck, being that we're already in a time where everyone questions, what does a real estate agent do? Do they just open doors? Do they just do bids? Do they just write paper? But me, I can only answer that question for myself. And I'm not just a real estate agent that opens doors and that pushes paper. I'm a real estate agent. If I have to climb on the roof, I will. If I have to go in a crawl space, I will. If I have to do research about the neighborhood, I will. If I have to make a phone call to make sure that seller can get the resources they need to rectify a situation, I'll do it. And even if it's staying up late or getting my hands dirty, I'll do it. But just bringing a value that nobody's ever seen before. I want to be different, and I want to bring something that people could appreciate, not just something that people see as a difference, but something that people could say, no, I felt the difference. My pockets have felt the difference. My experience was different, and that's something I would like to focus on. My name is Jay. When it comes to real estate, I want to be known as Jayaddsvalue, because that's what I do. I'm from New York. I reside in Connecticut. I enjoy being a tri-state person. I go from New York to Jersey to Connecticut. I'm a Connecticut-based real estate agent. I have resources throughout the tri-state on the construction side and also on the real estate side. And if you're looking to buy, call me. If you're looking to sell, call me. You can reach me on Instagram at Jayaddsvalue. You can also call me at 347-912-7503. I'm ready, willing, and able. So don't hesitate to reach out to me and give me a call today.